Hi guys, it's Overtake on tour again, and this time it's not Zurich, but this time we're in beautiful Paris. It's only the nicest European city that we're in always. And it's Michel and René.
I will remind you of that when you complain about traveling once again.
But why are we here?
Well, we're here. It's BigBen week. They actually do that for the 8th time already, where they bring everything that BigBen and Nacon are doing, right? Which is actually quite a lot. They do everything from headsets to gamepads, phone accessories, audio equipment, steering wheels, as we know now as well, reviewable sim, right? They bring all of that to Paris, the different distributors, the different teams, so we can try out everything that they kind of have in the lineup.
Yeah. And one of the parts today is Endurance Motorsport Series. That's one of the titles currently in work at KT Racing. And KT Racing is a studio under the umbrella of BigBen and Nacon, the big French publisher and gaming company. So we'll have a first look now at Endurance Motorsport Series. Have fun with that. So let's do a hands-on, actually here with the RevoSim 9 Newton meter, the RS Pure, right? Yeah. In Endurance Motorsport Series. Let's see how feeling with the steering wheel and force feedback evolved in the last year since we tested it at Gamescom. So let's do a restart here. We're in Spa-Francorchamps, GT3 and Spa, the favorite sim racer combination. There's not much feel yet for things like tire slip or understeer, but the overall input and understanding what the car is doing is already there, I would say.
Yeah, I thought weight shifting was nice. There's obviously no curbs yet and stuff like that, but the weight shifting in general, that's really good when the rear comes around.
But the steering wheel, the force feedback motor is very reactive, has a good weight to it. Yeah, so we asked also Nacon about it. This will not be a pure sim racing title. So on the sim racer, hardcore sim racing scale, if you like consider Le Mans Ultimate or iRacing, it's like 6 or 7 on the scale going that direction. So it's an authentic driving, and I kind of see that the performance and handling of the car is authentic.
That was a good one.
That was a better one.
I was way too cautious coming up there.
But really, the input, understanding of the car's physics and how it translates to force feedback and steering input, I think that's already promising. Like it will be fun. It will be fun to drive.
You know, loser pays dinner, right?
Yeah. But you can kind of also overdrive to a certain extent without the game or the steering wheel punishing you.
I mean, it's not.
What's that?
Oh, that's a car moving around.
It's so funny because I once had a shuttle tour around Spa for a 24-hour race, and we drove that exact route.
It's like if you do something wrong, go into the turn, it doesn't kill you, right? Like it doesn't go like into the wall. That's it forever. But to be fast on it, you still do the same things you do in LMU.
No, I would kind of compare it to the Formula One games of Codemasters. That this will be a title that can drag people into the topic and into sim racing in general, and while just being an enjoyable, not too hardcore experience. And then you can play around with this cool manager mode where you can change the role and stuff. So it also has some interactive fun elements then. Let's try to overdrive now really and see what happens.
You got TC and everything right now.
Ah yeah, we can actually turn this off. So ABS now also off, let's see.
So it's all GTE experience now.
Yeah. If we fully get into the brakes. Yeah. Okay. Now we have the raw driving. Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Now you can drift. You can probably be a bit quicker with the systems off if you measure it more with your throttle input and brake input. ABS probably not, but I like all these little drones and cars driving around, so it's very alive. The track feels lively. So look, I found René where he belongs to, the command post.
Exactly.
So this is a showcase basically of the manager aspect of the game with the different screens and stuff that you can do during the race, and also switch from driving to the engineering or mechanic perspective, which is is quite nice.
We already got a YouTube livery which represents Overtake, which is kind of cool because you can actually build it. The team outfit's locked, but it shows that we will be able at some point to do that. So you just choose a bit of like the different elements, add them to the car, change the color, stuff like that. No logo, sponsors, or lights yet, but it's nice that it's already in here, right? So we got our Overtake car that's ready to go. I also already looked into our own team, as you can basically choose between drivers, mechanics, engineers. If you see, there's Overtake Motorsport ready to rock, and of course we nocturnal because that's when we normally work.
Yeah, what is nocturnal? Are they like specialized in during night races maybe?
I don't know yet, but we can basically choose our drivers, like 3 drivers, a mechanic and an engineer, and then that's our mechanic and that's our 3 drivers. So we got our car, we got everything else, we hired drivers, so you can basically, if you go here, go to drivers, you have an entire list, and you can, some of them you unlock with a rank, some of them you
pay to win
points. Pay to win. It's like we have this currency, right, which we use to unlock.
But you can't use that currency with real money, obviously.
Not as far as we know, right?
We will ask them.
Don't give them bad ideas now. So yeah, we got the car. Let's just hit race. I kind of like this. So you can see. So when we put the team uniform on, we will probably be able to have them in full Overtake gear.
You can also design the clothing.
Yeah. There was a button for it, but it wasn't unlocked yet.
Little cinematic.
That's our car.
So you did
I mean, it's a very early build. I mean, this is pre-alpha, by the way.
Yeah. Last time at Gamescom 2024, there was not yet this like cinematic intro shot. So there's way more already. Like this is also way more detailed than what I've seen a year ago. Yeah.
You can decide whether you want to start or let your drivers do it for you. We're starting on the grid. No, I want to be. Oh, I have to in this mission. Okay, I have to be the driver first. We do that. We got fuel for 10 laps. We're starting with softs. Was a bit late on the brakes.
Like the backfire on the downshifts. And this is now the command post feature where you can access different the different screens that we also can see here. So it's not working in 6 monitor mode. This is more like a showcase of the different screens you can access from this command post, but that's quite nice. Oh, that's cool. That's the track weather radar page.
Yeah, track depthness. We see the wind obviously, so it is coming in on the track. It will still take a while though, right? I mean, if the grid is 3 kilometers, and then we recall the car to pit, and then, so we see it here, so the car just passed, start finish, right? And we need to probably change all of that before we at the exit.
And can we see the car? Yeah.
So we can choose cameras.
That's cool, yeah.
That's a nice one, yeah.
That's a TV cam.
Yeah. All right, so we're currently leading. We're in second lap. Oh, the race did not continue during the tutorial. I guess the race continues the entire time when we're in the screen, but since it was the tutorial, it did not continue. The rain is quite heavy, so I think we should actually tell our driver that he has to be cautious, which I think we can do here, right?
I mean, was there ever a manager game where you can swap
between
to the driver's seat?
I think that I mean, a FIFA game existed like that, FIFA Manager, that allowed you to play or... Okay, so it tells us how tire consumption is. A neutral, aggressive. So let's be economical right now. So how much faster are we? Can we actually see the exact...
Yeah, there's timing and use sectors.
Where we are. So we are this, right? No, we're not on wets. We will change to wets.
Yeah. So I think now the...
Where's our... Oh no, wait, this is our car.
The pit stop is coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, so we are best lap 2.
Oh, actually, the hypercars are approaching us. Can you go back to the TV camera? So the first hypercars, they will now lap us. Yeah.
Oh, there they are.
Oh!
Oh my God! We have to go to pits. We have to go to pits. We found the first bug.
But we are still in the pits. Look. So is it a driver swap now, right?
So yes, hire us as beta testers. We know how to mess things up.
Look how he's like preparing, like even
it's
like
easy, look.
tightening the gloves.
There
There was no animation how you opened the door, but yeah.
So there was no Hodo?
Yeah, no Hodo.
There we go.
It's all very nicely animated.
We got the old tires off.
I like how the exhaust, even like in the rain, kind of has some
Heat, haze, you mean?
haze. Yeah.
Ah, okay, now it's switched tires. Like I said, this is pre-alpha, right? So it just changed from the slicks to the wet tires. At the end, I'm pretty sure that's not how it will be in the finished game, but we dropped back to... Oh, we drop all the way back.
Oh, there's the
But there's the rest
exit.
of the field.
Yeah. Oh.
So is it the endurance exit? No, it's not. Ooh, we're right with the group. Lap time's looking good. Let's see here again.
But it all like the presentation of the information. It's all very basic. It's not nothing that overwhelms you with.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just wondering, like, on this screen, for example, I like to still see the lap times right now, which I can't, right? I have to go back to this screen.
Yeah, it would be better to have this 6-screen setup than to have all the
Exactly.
information
Or
available.
like this, if I can have this, let's be real here. If they would do that, if they really go 6-screen, I will build a 6-screen setup at home, 100%.
Just for this, yeah?
Yes.
I mean, you can
100%. I promise. If they do that, they bring it out as a feature, I will build that, and we will stream like that.
You can have a secondary use than being a stock trader.
Exactly. But it will just look good on a stream. Like, just imagine streaming like this.
Yeah,
Like,
it would be fun.
with an over-shoulder camera.
I mean, the interesting part is that all of this is then possible also in multiplayer. So you can have teams of engineers and multiple drivers. Yeah. Can you go to the outside cam again and drive into the gravel?
You really want to make sure that I can't make it, right?
Can you go in the gravel?
Oh, you want to see if it floats?
Yeah, I want to see how the gravel looks like when you
Where's the next gravel coming? There.
up there, yeah. And then look to the side view.
Look at the number. Wow.
This is at least a row. Look. We actually
Well, there's
leave
even a track.
trace, yeah. It's kind of nice. I mean, we lost a ton of time now, Michael. Our driver is so confused, he turns on the light on and off just to ask for help from people around because we're awful at managing him. So he just wants someone to save him, kind of.
And they kept this philosophy of the driver doesn't have any like information on position.
Oh,
and
true.
stuff, yeah.
Yes,
You don't even have a track map, nothing. So that's only like you even don't know where the opponents are. That's only an information you can get from your engineer.
Which is cool. I think
Yeah,
like if you
yeah.
play it then as a multiplayer, that makes absolute sense,
Yeah,
right?
it counts on this like element of team play that you
Yes.
have to get information. I mean, you can in single player you can call your engineer and ask for information, probably, right? Yeah, you can ask like how much fuel is left, what kind of position I'm in.
There we go. That's the position.
Yeah. And then it shows you also a little graphic, but you have to call it actually.
So we can check rear view mirrors, which is kind of nice. So there he completely in. Look, there's the car on it. There's our rear view with the wing.
That's cool, yeah.
Really like it. There's a right mirror as well. We can check.
And you can see also the different credits that the game has, and we asked Nacon about it. Nothing can be bought with real money. There's no pay to win. It's you buy the game once, and maybe there will be DLC, who knows? But these like credits that you get in game are for your team members, your car, and also customization. And what Nacon also told us is that they have more stuff to announce for Endurance for Gamescom. So in August, Gamescom in Cologne, we will learn more and maybe even get a release date here for Endurance Motorsport Series. But so far, it's very cool that Nacon also allows the public to just test the in-development build, give feedback and so on. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they would also like to see your feedback. So what are the features or little elements that you wish to see in such a racing/management motorsport game? So it's a quite interesting mix, and we also exchanged many ideas here today in terms of what kind of data can the driver see, what kind of data can you request from your racing engineer. So that's also an interesting aspect, because as a driver, you don't see your position, you don't have a track map, you don't see the weather radar. That's all information that you are reliant on your racing engineer, which is an interesting touch. So I can really see this being a co-op or multiplayer experience with your friends or with a group of people. So many interesting ideas, many interesting aspects. The graphics, the presentation, the menu flow, it all gets better and better. So they are getting there. And also the driving in this rig on the wheel was still, there's room for improvement. It's not perfect by any means. So especially on the center, it felt a bit dead and so on. But in general, like feeling the car, working with the car was already great. So yeah, positive to see. Looking forward to test it again in a few months with a newer build then at Gamescom. so far. Let us know what you think about Endurance Motorsport Series. If you liked our little impression that we filmed here today, thumbs up, subscribe as always, and see you next time. Bye-bye.